This week in the frame shop, we're framing up 21 Japanese woodblock prints for Michaela at Streetlights Residential. Now the prints are all different shapes and sizes, but they're all going in these square frames. They're float mounted, and the designer wanted to add a little pop of color. So we made these colored spacers that go in between the backing and the glass. Now, most of the time, the spacers are the same color as the backing, but you don't have to do that. So in this case, she supplied a Sherwin Williams color. We matched that and printed it on a pearlized glossy photo paper, and that adds just a little bit of interest and makes these really cool. Now you can do all sorts of things with spacers. You can do a fabric, you can do any color. We can match Sherwin Williams colors, but you could also do a pattern, words, almost anything that can be printed, we can put in here on these spacers. So you can get really creative with that and do some fun stuff. So please like and subscribe. Give us a call with your interesting ideas on making shadow boxes like this, and I will see you next time in the frame shop. This week in the frame shop, we're doing this map of Nashville. So our designers sent us a internet inspiration picture, which seems to be the way that we get most of our jobs these days. But as you can see, it's mostly about the map. So she also said, it'd be really cool if we could print this on gold. So we did a little bit of research and figured out that we can, in fact, do that. So it turned out really nice. Now, back in the day, we would have to hand cut all these little holes in the mat. And if you, got down to the end and messed up the last hole, then the whole thing was trash. But thankfully now we have some great technology that allows us to do something like this and makes it a lot easier. So let's go back in the frame shop and I'll show you how we did that. But first, a quick word about subscribing. So every time I ask you to subscribe, and this is really important because when you subscribe to the channel, it tells the YouTube algorithm that what I'm doing, what I'm saying is interesting. Otherwise, how does the algorithm know it's just a computer program? So please consider subscribing, and let's go back in the frame shop and take a quick look. Alright, so that's how it was done, and you can see the result here. It turned out very nice. Bring us your ideas, your concepts, something you stole off the internet. We're happy to take a look at it and figure it out for you for your next project. Please like and subscribe. Really consider doing that for me. I would appreciate it, and I will see you next time in the frame shop. Little hippie Russell back in 1969 wanted a fringe jacket so bad, and I never got one. But this week in the frame shop, I get to frame up this cool red one. This is for Jessica at Streetlights, and there's a set of 3 of these that are all going to Nashville. So this is a really fun job. Get out there on eBay and look for some cool stuff for us to frame, and I'll see you next time in the frame shop. This week in the frame shop, Jessica at Streetlights asked us to frame these guitar shoulder straps, and she wanted to mimic the inside of a guitar case inside the shadow box. So we did crushed velvet, and it's padded underneath to create the look of a guitar case. I think we nailed it. Looks great. This is going to Nashville, so seems appropriate for that location, and this should make a really fun display. So please like and subscribe. Check out eBay, find some fun stuff for us to frame for your next project, and we'll see you next time in the frame shop. This week in the frame shop, we framed up some old steering wheels for Jessica at Streetlights Designs.
Meanwhile, flashback. A flashback.
Because we can. So this is a great example of finding some ordinary items, maybe some antique items that we can put into a frame and make a really cool display. So get out there on eBay, find something unusual, bring it to us for framing or for display, and I will see you next time in the frame shop.